Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your boy Beaky, and let's look at Rage 2 gameplay trailer. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video where I discussed how can Rage 2 actually excel in the current video game market, especially for first-person shooters in a post-apocalyptic environment and multiplayer. A lot of video games these days are starting to feel very samey when it comes to first-person shooter, and Rage 2 definitely needs to do something to stand out. And I thought about one of the key ways they could do that is car combat, and especially when they're working with this developer that made Mad Max, Just Cause, a developer that's very entrenched in making open world games and having cool car stuff in there. They definitely have an opportunity to make some cool stuff. Now, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I highly recommend you guys go check it out. That's the thumbnail right there. Go check out the channel, you'll find it. But either ways, let's go look at the trailer right now, do a little analyzing of it. We're gonna watch it first. It's gonna be the first time I've seen the trailer. Then we're gonna jump through and see what I find interesting and how does it compare to the first gameplay trailer of the original Rage. Because the original Rage trailer was very beautiful, but it was just a guy walking slowly through a city talking to some NPCs. Kind of boring to start off with, and a lot of games we've seen that doing that before. Slowly walking, hey, NPCs say some cool lines, then go into a dark sewer, kill some bad guys. But in this trailer, I'm hoping to see some outdoor bombastic action right off the bat, something to really grab my attention and make me want to pick up the game. So let's just jump into it, watch it, and then we could skip through after the fact and see what this game has to offer for us just from this little, well, a minute and a half minute and 50-second gameplay trailer. And I just want to be clear up front, even though I'm going to be talking about what I see here, I am one of those gamers who do realize, yes, a minute and 50 seconds is not enough for Bethesda or any other company to tell us really what the whole entire game is going to be about. Games are multiple hour things, 10 hours plus, so I'm just going to be sharing my opinion on what we see right now, but I definitely think that they're going to expand on it with the upcoming trailers at E3 and so on and so forth. So this is not the be-all, the end-all of my opinion. Definitely we're going to see more. Alright, so this time we're starting off right away with the action. Okay. Not like the Rage 1's trailer.
Billions were gone in the blink of an eye. Tribes rose up.
Oh shit.
Alliances formed. Territory was conquered.
If this is gameplay, the graphics are lovely.
And in this
I mean, it says a gameplay trailer.
Place, if you wanted something bad enough, it was yours for the taking. You see, in a world where there are no rules, insanity rules.
Okay, a lot more upbeat than the first game. Starting off. The car combat looks crazy, Mad Max style. The boomerang is cool as always. Wide open world. Those big guns. Whoa, that was a cool ability. Oh. Definitely like seeing the cars and mechs type stuff. Oh, damn. So it looks like we have a lot of variety of areas with foresty, swamp areas. Wow, that was quick as hell, man. A minute and 50 seconds go by real fast. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at go back and look at the trailer real quick and just like give our opinion. Now, if I remember correctly, on the keyboard, yeah, okay, you can use the keyboard to skip ahead, but there's some keys. I forgot, how do you go frame by frame? How do you do frame by frame on a YouTube video? Let me just look that up real quick and then we'll come right back. Just like that, I'm right back. You guys didn't even see the cut, but, well, see the pause. But if you guys do want to know the buttons to press, it's the period key and the comma key. It allows you to move frame by frame in a YouTube video. So that's what we're going to use right now to actually go ahead and skip through this video to actually take a closer look at some of the scenes right here. So we could go every single frame we want, or we could go a little bit faster. So first of all, I want to just talk about what we see right here, because this is a big difference than for Rage 1. Like, the Rage 1 gameplay trailer we got was just slow, going through a town. This started off with somebody getting blasted away, and then we go right into this really action-packed scene on a desert. And I really like seeing the green grass standing out on the side of this hill right here. It's a different color than the grass on the right side, the desert side. It shows a variety of color. The dirt looks, it's like, you know, the sand color, but it's like a little bit of red clay. I know it's kind of blurry just because of the scene going so fast, but that's something I really wanted to see from this game. A variety of colors, a variety of themes, a blue skies. I didn't want to see that dank, dark sewer thing, what we saw from the first gameplay trailer. So I'm really happy to see this right here. Moving on to the next segment right here, we see two red barrels with white stripes. I mean, if we're gamers, we're assuming they're explosive barrels if they're not already on fire, because that could be a barrel on fire, right? Nope, they're explosive barrels. Yep, definitely. So this goon goes flying across the map. We got a big old tyrant looking dude right here. I forgot what they were called in the first Rage. I know they're mutants, but I just don't remember exactly what the bad guys were actually called. So there we go. So we skip ahead. We'll skip ahead right now. So we get a look at the scenery right here. So we got a big Grand Canyon type looking environment right here with some smoke in the background. So kind of looking a little intimidated, but a big open world. Who knows how far we can actually travel in this area. Might be pretty far. We'll skip ahead a little right here. Here we got a little more of a yellowish hue, like the sun is coming from the left side of the screen. The cloud effects look pretty nice right here. Definitely do like it, how it's looking right here. Then we got a guy, maybe a little kid looking all kind of down and out right now. Looks like in some type of environment. I really like this one with the sun in the background, the nice road. I just want to see the variety of colors in the environment. I don't want to see the same thing. The clouds look really nice in this game, guys. So this is a fun part of it. Like, I never really would have considered they were going to go with a more fun, campy thing for Rage, but it seems that's where they're going. Why not? I mean, like, baseball bat and grenades doesn't seem like the safest sport ever, but hey, I mean, if you got the time. Here we got some characters right here, looking like they're doing some target practice. You can see where this is going to lead. These look like the swamp guys right here. I really can't wait to see what the swamp area looks like. Having the tooth on their armor makes it look like maybe hunters. What type of, maybe there's creatures in here. We don't know. Maybe like a big ass boars, big ass buffalo. Who knows what they might be out there. You can hunt and, you know, see what happens with that. So we got some more modified humans right here, some mutants. With some really crazy spikes off their bodies. Got another like guy in the swamp right here. And something I really want to point out, the light in here is just lovely. Like in the center, you see the light of the guy kind of, it's light up in front of him, but he's still in shadow. The sides are in shadow. It's just a really nice swampy looking area or foresty area. Can't be sure it's a swamp, but definitely is very much of a floral, like, you know, very tree type area. And I can't wait to see what this is going to be like. Are they going to be like rivers going through this? Or is there going to be moments where you can be like, you know, if you play for Last of Us, there was moments you just stopped and amazed at the graphics. I wonder if they're going to have moments like that, where even though it's a crazy action-packed game, what it seems to try to do, where you're just going to stop and be like, damn, that looks real nice. Are you going to see like a deer running through the forest? Who knows? Who knows? So here we go into some really quick action-packed. I skipped ahead right there. Let me go back. Yep. So here we go into some, skipping over some black. So we go over into some gameplay right here. So this looks like some type of arena thing, which they did have in Rage, which was kind of colorful in the first game. So they did have stuff like this before. And we have seen somebody getting launched out of a cannon to their death. And then you're going to take that crazy shot right there and hits them. I love the little mask. If you guys look at the very top right over here, that mask is just insane. It kind of reminds me of something like Mad Moxie's, like the Underdome, stuff like that. It looks kind of nuts. Here we see some guys with some shields doing a really big sprint. Looks like it might be a battle between two opposing forces. Could be like outside of in a field in a forest. If you guys look at it right here, of course it's a YouTube video, so there's some kind of compression. You guys will see when I'm going this slow, but definitely looks like there's some really badass fight about to happen, and these guys just going full on force into it. I'm not really sure what type of weapons they're carrying. I really can't see if they're actually using melee or guns. I'm not sure if I see any guns in this right now, but I definitely see some spears on the back of the guy right here, so that's kind of interesting to see too. So I can't wait to see more of this. I actually hope that this is like something they put out a demo for. I really feel like demos really could help a game like this. It's not some, like, a lot of people were not asking for a Rage 2. Like, let's be realistic about this. I don't think there was a big community of people saying like, I need more Rage, I need more Rage. But now that we have the people behind Mad Max, Just Cause, and I know Mad Max wasn't the greatest game ever, and I'm not, like, even myself, I'm not here to try to be a big Mad Max defender. I mean, it's a licensed IP, so those kind of have its own stigma to it. But the developer making the Just Cause franchise, I mean, I give them respect. I'm not even a big Just Cause player myself. I really haven't gotten to Just Cause since Just Cause 2. They're good games, but I mean, I played a few minutes, but I never end up finishing it, have my fun, do my stunts. But I respect and I know that they're good developers and they make some cool products. And combining them with ID Software, you know, I think they could work together to make something quite special here and see what type of open world they're going to make for this. Did it need to go open world? I'm not really sure, but I'll take it and see what they could do with it. Definitely can't wait to see what else they could do. So go right here. So this guy's mask looks really cool. I'm glad that it looks distinct enough. Like, it has its own style. I mean, Bethesda has other post-apocalyptic games, but, you know, Fallout, and so on and so forth. And it still looks unique. You know, the mask, the designs, doesn't really like, it's like biting from a Fallout franchise or anything like that. It still has its own style, which is something you have to be wary of. When there's so many other post-apocalyptic first-person shooters, you don't want to look like other games. And all the different clans, all the different bad guys have their own unique styles. Like, the closest thing I could say is, like, some of it is very similar to Borderlands, but because Borderlands is rocking its own cel-shaded side, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be keeping that for Borderlands 3. I can't confirm that, but I'm sure we're going to see some form of Borderlands at E3. I'm thinking they would keep that art style, and definitely it's going to have its own look versus this is going to go for a more gritty, not realistic, because I wouldn't call this a realistic art style, but it still looks very nice and very crisp graphics right here. Let's keep on looking. Pretty powerful gun, laying out some bullets right there, man. He is going in. This dude just looks vicious. His face, his eyes, his tattoos, his hair. Like, goddamn. Think about this, man. This guy had to wake up and said, I'm getting up and I'm going to represent my clan. When I go out there for war, they're going to remember my face. It's that type of villain. And I'm just assuming it's villain. I'm not sure if there's the clans, there's going to be people you're going to be friends with or whatnot. We get the Bethesda logo, which is looking all multicolored with some orange in there, with some purple in there. A little different right here. A little foggy area. It would be really cool to see how they do I hate that word, but Vetromalic, like how they do fog. The technical word, I'll leave it out there for Digital Foundry, who will probably go over stuff like that. But I definitely think some of this looks really nice. Today, where I was living, it was very foggy, so it's just kind of cool to be able to see some fog in game right now. I can't wait to see what they do with that. Like, and here's my big question: am I going to be able to make one of these and ride these? What's going to be happening with that? This thing just looks unbelievably huge. I wonder if they're huge. I mean, we're getting a behind the back view, so that kind of tells me that we as the player might be able to make one. And I won't say make one. I'll say be able to use one, because I don't know if there's a crafting system in this game. We got to wait and see what's happening with that. If there's a crafting system, how deep it is for making upgrades to your car and so on and so forth. So we have the Amazon Studio logo. That's the guys who make Just Cause and Mad Max. So we'll go on from there. I just love the scenery. Looks, man. Come on, this is what I've been waiting for. I need the car combat to be good. This is what I think the game could really stand out for me. This is the stuff. You give me good car combat, I'll be willing to jump in there and pick this game up very early. It has to be good controls, good way of aiming, has to have a lot of variety. It can't just be a machine gun and shooting other cars or just rocket launcher. I want a lot of variety from the car combat, and that's why I think this game could stand out. It's more than just shooting the guns, more than just controlling a big old mech. Because as cool as, just going back real quick, as this is, I've seen other games do that. You know, like even Wolfenstein has like these big robot type, I'll say suit type things you get into. So there's other Bethesda games with concepts closer to like just all out crazy type bad guys. But I think there's not a lot of other Bethesda games with really cool car combat. I mean, like, it's not in Fallout, it's not in Wolfenstein, it's not in Elder Scrolls. So they could really push this forward and make it really cool. It's gonna really push me for picking it up. But I'm liking how it looks. But I'm not really surprised about graphics wise. I mean, I knew it was going to look good. So we got id. We got some guys getting teared up here. I don't see nothing that special here other than Once again, the environment is a lot different than what we've seen before, because we have these like big white stones here in the background while we have the grassy areas. It looks like we're about to go into maybe a compound for these bad guys here, and we're gonna have to clear them out. I can't be too sure. Now this, I'm not sure if it's just like a regular attack you have, or maybe some type of brutal melee. I love brutal melees in games. I think stuff like Killzone has done it the best. Personally, I love the brutal melee stuff in the Killzone franchise. I know some people may not be a fan of that, but I think if you come to like just like really up close, like visceral, like it feels like it. Like that's the thing about it. When you do like brutal kills, it has to feel. Now I know Doom has some really cool brutal kills, and I'm not saying it didn't, but I still will take the Killzone franchise's brutal kills over even the Doom. I just feel like the way and the sound, it just feels hurt. And maybe because in the Killzone franchise, usually fighting against the Hellgas people who are almost humans, and in Doom because it's demons and you're stabbing your hand in their eyes and crushing skulls. It's visceral and everything like that. But I think because it's humans and we as humans might relate more to humans, it's like, oh, that just feels dirty and nasty in the sound. And sound effects really go deeply to add into that. Obviously, we're not going to get a bunch of sound design from this other than gun effects. Of course, when we see more like actual somebody with a controller playthrough, we can hear what like the background music is going to be in the game. They just put a basic soundtrack off here. So this is everybody's favorite weapon from Rage, you know, the boomerang. Here we go. Taking heads clean off. My goodness. And just another little mention right here. I would love to know what the day and night cycle is in this. Is if they're even. Oh, I mean, it's an open world, so I would figure there was. Like, is this a morning? Like the sun just rising up and piercing through the forest right here, and it's a little foggy. Is the sun setting? I don't know if it's a setting environment. It's just a different look for it right now. So let's keep on going. Let's go on right here. All right. This guy's just getting annihilated. Like, he's just getting pumped up. So, of course, in real life, things don't work like that if you keep on shooting. Not just keep flying up. Now, technically, I'm just going to say, as an actual gamer, like, to get the job done, this looks really cool to do. But he probably should have stopped a while ago and took care of that girl over here to the left. I think that's a girl with the spiky ears. I could be incorrect. Take care of that bad guy, the goon over there, because she's about to lay him out. Like those, they're about 1, 2, 3 bullets coming his way. So we have a big old ramp in the middle of nowhere, jumping. Like, I'm with it, man. Let's go. The flames coming off this looks pretty darn cool. Here, it's a really good wide open world, so we get the confirmation that that's an open world game. Here, more car combat. Really excited to see this. This is where I'm like, this scene looks real. Like, I know maybe because it's on YouTube and the pixelation, but this, that sand, that grass, those trees, those hills look like they legitimately could be something out of either a movie like Mad Max, or this like they just took up. This was a movie scene and then they just digitalized the cars, the explosion. The explosion is hard to tell or not. Like, real, but I'm just like the environment, like so weird. Like looking at this, I could tell this is a game, and obviously because the everything's kind of just like kind of pixelated because of the YouTube. But this scene right here, in motion, that looks so damn good, man. Can't wait. This is one of those games where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a PC. There's some games out there where it's like, it might look nice on Xbox One Pro or Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, but you got those from the PC, 1440p, high or ultra settings if you get 1440p with your graphics card, 4K if you have some GTX 1080 Ti or the new one that's going to come out eventually by NVIDIA, the next cards, which hopefully are even more powerful. We have our lady right here beating the heck out of somebody. She's just going in. This environment, can't really tell. There's some cylinders. Maybe it almost looks like there's a desk over there. I was going to say classroom, but I can't really tell. Can't really tell where we're doing it here. Intense action. And it really doesn't tell us, too, if this is something we could do in gameplay. We could take somebody down and, like, beat them in the face. We can't really be sure of that yet. Dude over here, my dude with the just crazy makeup, laying out some bullets with the other guys coming in, too, laying off their kind of more advanced technology-wise weapons, it looks like. This dude just looks like some crazy thing right now. We're going to have to see what's going on here eventually. That was a laser. Look at that. I actually missed that in the trailer before. My goodness, man. Definitely, I'm gonna have to look up videos of the lore of Summer of Rage. I don't remember everything. I definitely do remember some things when it comes to like you know, everybody went into cryo sleep and all that. But the end of this game, I really don't remember what happened at the end. So here we got like almost a playground. Why I call it that? It's just like it's an area where you know different ways to kill enemies. You got some explosive things in red, look like gas cylinders because of enemies next to some cars. A lot of place to jump around, and then we have all these explosions right there, like I was talking about. And then this move right here, which I can't be sure of it, but looks like he closes his arms, or maybe throws something out, and you just fly up right there, which is like really cool. Get up into the ground, and also too, something I really like in this, the background. Like look at, once again, look at the desert, look at the grass. Everything is still very much in focus. We can't, like, you know, you can't be really sure how it's gonna be when the game's gonna come out, but it looks like we're gonna have a really good far field of view, and if things stay in focus, look really good from that distance, it'll be really nice. So here we got some old satellites right here. We know it's on Earth, but we don't know where it's on Earth, so that's another interesting thing. Are we going to confirmation of where this is going to be on Earth? Are they going to try to tie Rage into any of the other franchises? I'm not sure. So here we are, so I'm looking at some car right here. We see the turrets on the top of the car swiveling right here. And I know I keep talking about the car combat, but I'm just really want it to be good. It's really important how you control that turret. Is it easy to control? Is it customizable? Like, all this stuff is really important to me. And actually, if we go back real quick, we see the other guys, they have a tank over here almost on the front of theirs. Are we going to be able to do stuff like that with the jet? Like, I don't know if that's a jet engine right there in blue, but it's just unbelievably huge. That thing's going to be doing some damage. Let's keep going forward right here. Okay, somebody got flipped over right here. It's a cool little camera trick. I wonder if that... Oh, I didn't even notice somebody got ran over right here. Let's just slow it down. Oh, now they didn't get run over. They got shot and then run over. Ooh, damn, that's bad. We're moving through a lot of different environments over here. Some big stuff in the background. The crash right here looking all pretty badass. Got another cool jumping sequence. I think Bethesda games have actually gotten really good at that for their first-person shooters. Of just going up in the air and then just doing something pretty cool, whether it's with a shotgun or whatever it might be. Taking out the big old mech right there. It definitely got me a lot more interested in the game. I mean, there's some cool combat, and the car coming through. Are we going to be able to have somebody else? Because this is definitely where it seems like we're getting helped. So this is the first part where I'm like, okay, is this a hint at co-op right here? Could our friend be driving the truck right here? We are fighting out in the open, which this doesn't seem like a really bad situation to be in general, because you're really in an open field, and yeah, they're like all surrounding you right now, and you're going to be taking some bullets. But then if your friend's going to come through with a car, which I'm, like I said, I'm assuming it's your friend, who knows, taking some of them out could be really interesting. Big dude right here, pretty sure it's going to be a big epic moment. We'll talk about those later once I remember everything about those bigger guys. All I know, they're probably mutants. Here we got some stuff. Looks like we're able to... Somebody's getting shot right now. Looks like I got shot at. How is going to be shooting behind? Because shooting behind you is so important in driving games. So this almost looks like a military game there for 1 second. Like, you know, in the jungle. But the guys don't have spikes here. So it's going to be interesting how all this plays out. Some big explosive guns right here. Woof. Wonder if those trees could catch on fire. There's another situation where people are in the background in cars. There's some people in the right here. Once again, I'm very impressed by environments. Environments look so nice. Oh, this scene right here is good, just good. I just like how it shows like the different aspect of how you can move around the gameplay. We got some stairs over there. We got ourselves like a container on the left side over here. Just different ways to funnel, get around. Maybe we'll be able to jump up on the top of this. It gives different gameplay opportunities, just the way my mind works as a gamer, as how we could get around the level and how we're going to end up trying to keep ourselves safe from this guy, but yet trying to attack him. It looks like we could go this way, then go around to left. If we could get on this, can we jump on top of it and do something? I don't know, just speculating right here. We're going to have to wait and see. We throw out the grenade. It does its thing. But in this gameplay right here, the guy, whoever's playing, they go in a straight on attack. Not what I would do, but it's a trailer, so they're going to try to make it look all type of crazy. And it looks like we're going to jump on top of it from right here and try to hit this panel, and then it's going to switch over to the Rage 2 logo. Okay. May contain contents not appropriate for kids. I would definitely say so. So, yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Big here with the Untitled Game Show. And that's been my analyzing, just taking a deeper look at the Rage 2 gameplay trailer. As somebody who literally just went over the Rage 1 gameplay trailer from all those years ago and was talking about, I think, the mistake they made by going into a dark, dank sewer, having just slowly walking through a city, this is a big change. This is a big evolution. And that's kind of what I was asking in my last video. Do we need to see an evolution of Rage? And maybe this is what we need. Now, it's just still going to come down to, for me, is really good combat when it comes to the cars. An actual interesting story. I mean, as great as it might be to just go out there, kill some bandits and just mess people up, that's what I really am in it for Borderlands. Those are my type of game where, like, it doesn't, I like the Borderlands story, but it doesn't need to be the deepest thing in the world. Those are the type of games I can just play with some friends and just kick ass and have take names. But a Bethesda game, I still usually want to have an interesting story to participate in while I'm playing this. So I'm hoping the story is going to still be pretty interesting this time around for Rage. I'm not saying that the first one wasn't interesting. It just wasn't it wasn't memorable because I don't remember the end of the game. But I know I seen the end, so I just don't remember it. But there's lots of games that came out way before Rage, and I remember it on a PS2 day. So because it's not memorable, that's not what I want from Rage 2. I want the story to be memorable. I want the gameplay to be top notch, and I know I'm asking for a lot. I'm asking for good story, good car combat, and I think that's required of video games these years. The time, you know, it's just the time we are in the industry. We need a lot for our $60 because developers love adding on microtransactions, bunch of other stuff to the games. And I'm not saying microtransactions is definitely as bad, but I feel like when we pop our $50, $60 down, or maybe even more if you're in Australia or Canada, we want the most for our money. We definitely do want the most for our money, and that's what I'm asking for right now from Bethesda. Give us an experience to remember. Make people love Rage. Make people anticipate a Rage 3. Can't wait to see more. Let me know what you guys think of these type of videos. I've never really done like trailer analyzing videos. It's not usually my thing. I usually just give my reaction or talk about them. But this was actually fun for me to do, and it didn't take too long to actually go through. And YouTube kind of made it interesting for me to do it because they added in this little thing where skipping by frame. I'll be back with more E3 and video game discussions coming real soon. Till next time. Peace the heck out. As always, though, I haven't mentioned it in a long time. If you do want to support, guys, the gaming chair that you're seeing right behind me is super comfortable. It's only $100. If you guys want to pick one up on Amazon, it lays all the way back and all that stuff. I'll have a link in the description. Go pick that up. It supports the channel when you buy it. I just get a percentage. Doesn't cost you any extra. It's all because of Amazon affiliate program, which I am a part of. Later, guys. Thanks for